Any man can give love where he sure is returned. That isn't love at all. But to give love with no thought of merit, no thought of return, no thought of gratitude even, that's ordinarily the privilege of God. And now it's your privilege.
Do you have to drink that beer right now?
Yeah, man. There's nothing like a cold beer while I'm trying to save my channel. You don't even know.
I do know MDDEVIL, and they always turn out to be terrible fucking ideas.
Come on, man. Give it a little trust. How do you think I came up with Ryder? How do you think I came up with you?
You smoked weed, MD.
Oh, alright. So I smoked weed while I came up with you two. But hell, maybe I've been sober. But the fact of the matter is that you were not a bad fucking idea.
Look, the point is, MDDEVIL, you don't do well when you drink, nor do you smoke. Where's the sober side to you? What happened to you that made you like this? What part of that relationship made you feel hollow, dark inside? What part of that relationship made you feel this way? Was it the toxicity? The toxicity that was in plain sight, but not by the naked eye, MDDEVIL?
Well, maybe. It could have been.
Was it the controlling elements inside your head? Those manipulative thoughts. Are you manipulating yourself, MD?
Maybe I am. Maybe I am manipulating myself. Maybe I'm just coming up with negative bullshit in my head. Maybe for the last year I have just been a fool. Maybe I'm just blind to see that it's just my life and my way. Maybe I'm just too blind to see that no matter what happens in life, I am responsible for me. Maybe that's a lesson that I keep forgetting about. Maybe it's not just me, Miscreant. It's not just me. It's that feeling inside my soul and my heart and in my brain that there's something wrong. I don't need anybody else to tell me what's wrong with me and how I should be able to fix it. Whether if it's a roadblock, a barricade, something that's in my way, I still forget that I need to search for I. You searched for you. You remember that? I do remember.
You remember that, don't you, back in 2020?
I remember
you searched for you.
Yes.
And I've lost that feeling, knowing full well that I can't search for me, because everything in my soul has been stabbed, abused, beaten down. Scars, Miscreant. Scarred for my life. Scarred for love. Toxicity was the problem, Miscreant. And how are you going to fix it? How are you going to fix yourself, MDDEVIL? You've been on a downfall for 1 year and 4 months. You need to pick yourself back up. What's wrong with you? Look at me and tell me what's wrong. I don't know what's wrong, okay? I don't know what's wrong. Maybe it's just my mental state of mind that I just, maybe I just need to, I don't know what I need to do. You are drowning yourself in your self-pity. Where is that fire? You don't even have that fire anymore. You don't even have what it takes to stay on YouTube for another year. You don't have what it takes anymore, MDEVIL. The more you just sit here and drown yourself in your own sympathy. Sympathy that people don't even give two shits about. I hate to see you like this, MDEVIL. I really do. You need to get sober. You need to get help. You need something. I can't see any more of this from you, MDEVIL. Whatever happened last year should have been put underneath the rug and we learned from our mistakes. But instead they just kept going.
Well, listen, it's just not my problem anymore, and hey, at least it didn't get that bad.
Yeah, they did kept going because you are the one that did it, MDEVIL. You are the one that kept everything going. You thought everything was okay when you were with him.
Some things were okay.
And every time you were with him, you just had to shrug things off and say everything was okay. Even though that they were not. MDEVIL, you're going down the wrong path. Life isn't gonna be just as sweet when the timer runs out.
Yo-ho. Tick-tock, motherfucker.
MDEVIL, knock it off. You need to stop. Enough with this. You need to stop drinking right now. You need to listen to yourself. I am you, MDEVIL, and you know that.
I also know that you owe me another beer.
You know what? You need to stop fooling around, MDEVIL. This is not funny anymore. Life is gonna kick us in the ass one day. And one day, when we die, no one's gonna know who MDEVIL really is. No one's gonna know what Dysfunct Productions even was. No one's gonna know anything about Man Monster Miscreation. It's just gonna be a dead channel on YouTube. It's gonna be in the history books. That Man Monster Miscreation, Dysfunct Productions, is gonna be the absolute deadest channel in YouTube history. Do you understand that? Do you? Alright. Do you understand? Do you understand? That Man Monster Miscreation is gonna die. Everything about it is gonna die.
Get over me!
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I piss Ray's off? You need a wake-up call, MDEVIL, and I'm gonna wake up Ray's if it's the last thing I ever do. So to be honest with you, I don't care if I have to wake up Ray's until the day he dies, until he realizes that you are on the wrong path, MDEVIL. I don't care what I have to do! I don't care what I have to do, do you understand it?
Pain and suffering, MDEVIL. You need to learn how to suffer. Nobody teaches you suffering!
Please go, you son of a bitch!
What happened to me? I played with your wolf, MDDEVIL. You're forgetting that you had him on your side, didn't you? After all the drinking and all the smoking, you have forgotten the real person that's been on your side since day one, and that's your wolf, MDDEVIL. You better find a way to fix yourself. Because if I have to come back and find you like this, I will not be forgiving. Ryder was right about you. You are falling apart. from the toxicity of a toxic relationship. You are falling apart, and you need to find your inner peace. For now, I'll leave you down here with Ryder. Goodbye, MDDEVIL.
If you can turn back the clock, would you? Now, I'm not gonna sit here and talk about my past. This isn't groupthink. This is a man talking man to man. If you could turn back the clock, would you? If I can turn back time, turn back the clock, I would fix everything that was wrong about last year. Fix all the mistakes. Fix everything. A lot of last year didn't make sense. But I'm hoping that season 4 brings you up to speed on what happened last year. Why we're like this and how did we end up here is my question. How could we possibly just end up in this position where nothing matters? You don't have a say, you don't have a time to think about what your next move is, what your next video should be. You feel isolated in your own mind because nobody else will listen to you. Nobody else will listen to your statements. Nobody else is going to listen to things that you have to say, and that bugs me. Harmon, you've been bugging me for a very, very long time, but this particular personal situation is bugging me much more than what's going on in the other side parts of my mind. You see, I gotta admit, I didn't mean to fuck up last year. It wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to be the way it was supposed to be. And I'm not gonna lie, it was my fault. But the fact of the matter is that I'm looking to do anything to regain my respect back, to regain all the reputation that I used to have. I want to regain all that back. I want to regain all that back because, you know what? I am not me without the reputation that I used to have, without the respect. Everything seems to be 50-50. In my life, yeah, some things have to live 50-50, but not everything. I know who I am. I know what this niche is. I know what this niche is meant to be. It never was meant to be 50-50. It was always meant to be for me to get rid of that sense of mind, that dark side of the mind, that deep, dark web part of my mind. All the frustration, all the aggravation, all the times where I had to beg for attention, all the times where I had to beg to get some sort of respect, feed my own rotten ego, and to gain that reputation, but everything's gone. All for a personal YouTube joke. That was not meant to last long. It was just to prove that I will do anything and everything to regain that respect and to regain the reputation. I don't care if it's a shit reputation. I don't care what people think of me, as long as the haters know that you did this to me since season 1. And I've lost my mind. I've went crazy. You want to talk about the secret. You want to talk about the secret safe between me and two walls. I'm not happy. I wasn't happy. I'm supposed to sit here and think. What am I supposed to think? The fact that I have to live my life behind the shadows, underneath this, whatever this is. This isn't groupthink. This is a man falling apart because the secret safe between me and two walls is strong. And it all has a main purpose to the fact that I wasn't happy in the last year. And I'm looking to fix those mistakes. I can't live with that feeling. I can't live with that sense of mind knowing that this isn't me. I need to see other options. I need to see what other options in life bring me. I need to see other paths. I need to see where life can lead me. I need to see life man to man, one on one, mano a mano, face to face, because I haven't seen most of life face to face, one on one. Everybody else has but me. And they may think that it was my mistake in the first place and it was my responsibility. But in the meantime, no. None of it was my responsibility. None of it was my mistake. You brought this on yourself. And here we are. 2022, Season 4 of Mammoth's Miscreation, and here we are, right here, right now. With another problem, with a new problem. Trying to face it head on. Fighting fire with fire, no using water. Because I know what I need, and I know what my destiny is, and I know how I need to get there. The fact of the matter is that there's some blockades in life that I need to get through, around, avoid, basically, I guess. Life can't be living for free. Life can't be living on the sidelines and thinking everything's okay, thinking that everything in Mammoth's Miscreation is gonna get through to the world because everything's just 2 years old now. Those words mean nothing anymore, and now we talk about the new words. We want the new gospel. We want the new MDDEVIL. We want the Season 4 MDDEVIL. We don't want the past. We don't want to talk about the past. We want to talk about the present. We want to talk about the now. And I want to do the now forever. And I want to do the now. My destiny is now. The path, however, it has a few obstacles in my path, in my way, but you know what? I shouldn't have to turn back with my tail between my legs. If I know what I want in life, and I know where I need to be in my life, and if I know what I need to fix to get that idea across, and if I need to live my life the way it needs to be lived, then let me live my life. It's not that hard to understand for somebody that needs to have a reality check of his own, because sometimes you need to live your life on your own. You can't depend on everybody, but you can't depend on everybody but yourself. I've lived that the hard way because I depended on everybody. I lived that same life, and I don't want to live that life anymore. I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson to the fullest extent of the law, and I can't fathom this enough. Ever since Clayton fucked my life up, I need to get my life together. I need to prove to everyone that I'm not just a funny footnote and not just some funny meth head on the streets, because I've given up all that crap for this. For the positive things in life, for the positive things that I want to live my life by. I don't want my life to be a sudden deadline. I don't want it to have a fatal end. But I wanted to have some sort of happy ending. Man Monster Miscreation may not have that a happy ending, but when it does end, we're gonna end it with a bang. The secret is too strong, but I can't live my life like this forever. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do exactly what I was sent to do. I know exactly what I need to do. Let's end this once and for all. Because in the end, we're all on our own. MDDEVIL. Dysfunct out.